Ladies, I just felt the Lord give me this word to share, that a lot of times when we allow busyness into our lives, we create what's essentially considered clutter in our lives. And if you know anything about clutter, you know that if you have too much stuff in one spot, a lot of times like bugs or like spiders or things like that will start to gather in areas, and you have no idea that you're coexisting in a space with the very thing you're afraid of or that you think is disgusting, but really essentially that should not be there. And in fact, we do the very same thing with busyness, because we're trying to spin all the plates up in the air. We get so focused on these things that it distracts and detracts from us being able to be aware of what's going on spiritually. We create this open space for the enemy to come into our lives and to allow spirits of comparison, of depression, of anxiety, of anger, of bitterness, of rage, of dissension, all these things. We allow these spirits into our lives and to stay with us, because there's so much clutter, it's almost impossible to see them until we start taking things out. And so it's the same in our lives with busyness, that when we stop and we slow down, we start to begin to see, wow, I've been kind of doing all these things, but I haven't really been with the Lord. I've been doing it for him, but not with him. Or I have been experiencing sadness, but I didn't realize that this was an attack of the enemy on my life. So I share that to say today, instead of being busy, instead of allowing clutter into your life, and your mind and your heart, create space, make space. I immediately think of the song Make Room. I will make room for you to do whatever you want to. Sometimes God wants to renovate a place in our lives, and that means that we cannot have clutter. And so we cannot allow busyness to detract from what God wants to do in our lives. That's a word for you. I hope that you receive it, and I hope that it is meaningful for you today. God's got you. He's with you, and he loves you. You are loved, and I love you, and so thankful for a community that helps to raise us to another standard, to remember that this is not about the things that we can do, but it's about the God who exists with us. So love you, ladies, and hope that speaks to you.